watching Let's Chat.
Many of us are getting ready to start cooking for Thanksgiving. It is literally the day after tomorrow, but there are a few things you need to keep in mind, especially if you're doing poultry, especially turkey. We turn to the experts now to pick up some food safety tips. Ryan Brown is the Environmental Health Program Manager. Ryan, good to see you, of course, with the Hamilton County Health Department. Talking turkey. We have to go through this every year, and the rules basically don't change.
Right.
What is the one key element we need to remember as far as handling turkey safely?
Yes, so lots of things go into handling turkey or poultry safely, but the biggest thing, in my opinion, is cooking it correctly, making sure that it gets to a minimum temperature of 165 degrees, 165, and that's taking a temperature at the thickest part of the turkey.
Right.
So when you think it's done, you're sticking a thermometer into the thickest part and getting at least 165 degrees.
And they have lowered that temperature over the past couple of years. It used to be a bit higher, but 165 is now perfect because it will still continue to cook after you bring it out of the oven. Before you put it in the oven, you got to thaw it out. What is the best way to do that safely?
Yes, so the best way to do it is to put it in your refrigerator a couple days before and give it 1 full day for every 5 pounds. Now, we're getting close to Thanksgiving, so if you're running out of time, you can put it in a sink of cold water for about 30 minutes for every 5 pounds.
And do you have to change that water periodically?
Yes, you want to change it and make sure it stays cold because it'll rise to room temperature, and you don't want your big turkey sitting in just room temperature water for hours. That's going to grow bacteria and get your whole family sick.
All right, roasting a turkey. What's the best and, yes, safest way to do that?
Yes, so we'd say at least 325 degrees or higher, but really it depends on that minimum temperature that I was talking about.
And if you're going to deep fry a turkey, there are a lot of other safety precautions you have to take on that as well. One of the key elements is making sure that the turkey is completely and thoroughly thawed out.
Yes. And that's for cooking it at all. For safety, especially with deep frying, you don't want to be throwing anything in there that's frozen. You've got you see all those videos of things going up in flames, and that's not what we want.
I helped make one of those a few years ago with the Dalton Fire Department, and it is amazing how just a little bit of a frozen turkey can create serious problems when you've got a vat full of hot oil.
Definitely.
All right, Thanksgiving, it's come, it's gone. We got a bunch of leftovers, and everyone likes turkey sandwiches and turkey soup and things like that. After the big holiday, what safety guidelines apply there as well?
Yeah, so I say the first step is after you're done eating and you've got all that food leftover spread out on your table, get it quickly into the fridge. The longer it's sitting there on your table, it's growing bacteria and all sorts of nasty things that can get you sick. So you get it in the refrigerator quickly, and then when you're ready to turn it into whatever leftovers, into soup, into sandwiches, you want to make sure it re-cooks to at least 165 degrees. So if you're putting it in a soup, making delicious soup of any kind, you're cooking it up to 165.
And make sure also if any of the dishes that you are doing this holiday season have things like mayonnaise, items of that nature that are dairy based, that you do the same safety precautions there as well, because mayonnaise left out on the counter or even worse outside, it's a breeding ground for bacteria as well. Good guidelines, Ryan. We appreciate you stopping by. And again, Ryan is the Environmental Health Program Manager with the Hamilton County Health Department. Find out more about how you can make sure you and your family are safe all throughout the year, but especially this holiday season. health.hamiltontn.org. That's health.hamiltontn.org. We got blood assurance coming up and some other guests as well. Keep it here. We are back with more of Let's Chat after this.